streaming. Be right back. You didn't let the dog in the house.
Is Rusty still in the Navy? Welcome, YouTube viewers.
Yep.
Whether you want to be here or not.
Huh. Yep, I got a notification.
I thought she said that she was just starting that.
Don't get on the sheets.
Kathy in the Berg, Jen Clifton.
Okay. That went better.
Less than a minute.
That went better than I thought it would. You stay on the towel. Thought it would. You stay on the towel.
Humbug.
Well said.
Rusty told me.
Here we go. I didn't know we were all doing that now, so let me catch up.
I just
there.
started it. I'm a follower.
Don't do that. Stop it, Chris.
Welcome
Yeah, that
back.
puts Rusty in a bad mood.
Oh, well then. I'll do it some
Beep
more.
your horn. Beep your horn, trucker.
I tell you what, let me since it makes Rusty so happy, all of our listeners, take a video of yourself doing the Rusty, whatever the arm thing he does is,
Yeah.
and send it over to us. That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah, at Off Track Syndicate on Facebook or
Twitter.
YouTube, Twitter. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those places.
Yeah. Win a prize.
Yeah. And there goes Kinsey tooting his horn on
Hey,
live.
Melissa asked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom punched me. Well, she didn't punch me in the face. She slapped me when I was a kid because we used to do that when the truckers would come by. And she's like,
Yeah.
I got the arm. I didn't know.
Do the motion again.
We used to do this out the window of the Pinto station wagon.
I think they were. No, you weren't doing that motion.
They were still beeping the horn. I was
I
8.
bet they were.
They very much appreciated your communication.
Supposed to be
Yeah.
like this.
I
now.
know that now.
Probably got
After
their
my mom
attention this way.
freaking threw her fist
After
in my
that
face.
weird altercation at the truck stop when y'all stopped to get gas, I bet. Yeah.
I know. And then my mom's like, meet Uncle Rusty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Sorry.
this is just great. On that topic, we all heard of paying it forward.
That's what you do
man.
when. Never mind. When she's ready to leave. Never mind.
Pay it forward to do something kind or useful for someone because someone else has done something kind or useful for you.
Love it.
So you mean if you screw over somebody else because somebody screwed you over beforehand, it's not paying it over or paying it forward?
Paying it backward.
Yeah, no, that's pay back, not
Right.
pay it forward. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this is regional. Bojangles,
Mr.
some
Bojangles.
kind of a
or the
restaurant.
restaurant.
Yeah,
Okay.
like chicken and
That's like
biscuits and stuff.
what is that? Mrs. Winters and Popeyes and
Long John Silver's.
well.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
We don't have Bojangles around here, but yeah, I figured it was a regional place. A Bojangles customer revealed that he ended a pay-it-forward chain at the chain's drive-thru when the total for the car behind him was $45.
Yeah.
Three
Wow.
times what he was expecting to pay for his own order.
So I went through fast food. I went through fast food today, and when I opened my window, all I could smell was pot. I mean, I thought it was a skunk, and then I was like, when the person in front of me, they ordered a lot for just 3 people. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
So it was coming from the people in front of you,
Yes, definitely.
not out of the restaurant window.
No, definitely the people in front of me.
Okay. Yeah. This particular guy here, he went on TikTok and complained about it. Basically, that it had this pay it forward thing had gone on for a little while, and he says, "No, I'm not going to pay $45 for someone else's meal behind me when I wasn't going to pay a third of that for my own food. That's enough."
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope he didn't get like roasted or anything for that, did he?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I've been in you know what? I'm trying to think. I think I've been in a situation where, it was one of those, somebody ahead of me paid for my thing, and I'll do that, but I'll give it some consideration like this guy did. There's no sense in emptying your wallet if someone else behind you is getting a relatively ridiculous amount of food and you're not.
Sounds like taxes.
Yeah.
But I do like
Except you're making the decision.
right. But if anybody forced him, if they shamed him into, oh, you ended the pay it forward chain and blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, he could have just put whatever he was figuring. He's like, put this towards the people,
Oh, good grief.
$10 towards the people in the back there.
Right. You think that the people at the drive-through window would know how to do that? You'd get one of
Yes, I'm assuming.
the head cocked to the side, confused dog looks.
I see the expression on their face every time I use cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Takes
Your
him a bit.
totals, $27. I give them $33. Oh, you gave me too much. Yeah, give me a 5 back.
No, that would be 6.
Either
Whatever,
way, you
Rusty.
can almost smell the brain
No math.
cells start to burn until they realize, oh, I just punched the numbers into the register and it'll tell me how much to give back.
Right.
I'll do science, not math. I'm good.
That drives me nuts. My first job was running a register, stalker, that kind of thing. Not like police, not like the police stalker, not Sting, but working at a grocery store. So I knew how to run an old cash register, that kind of thing. I had to count back change. It drives me nuts when people now, even people that I work with, to some extent, don't know how to count back change.
Well,
Just
as
way over
frustrated as I get, and I like to make fun of them, it's really not their fault because they didn't have to. They didn't have to learn. They get
Technology
handed a
has
card.
made us weak.
Or they get handed a card, or not even a checkbook, or PayPal, or Venmo, whatever.
So, Chris, have you run into the cash registers that dispense their own change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've been to Walmart.
No, I'm talking about like convenience stores, and it's got the little thing that comes off the side of the register.
Oh, I
and-
love those.
Yeah, the gas
Oh, yeah.
station ones. Yeah.
They take the cash and it just spits the coins out for you to finish off to the last dollar.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that they made those that way on purpose to give you a sense of nostalgia. The big tubs that you'd stick the coin in it and it goes around and around and around and around forever
I
until
get
it falls in.
mesmerized.
Those registers are like that. It drops down, slides down in the bowl, and spins and stops. I don't know. That's what I think of when I see those.
Yeah.
I love
Either
that.
that or the hot dog vendor over there at the ballpark that's got that big wad of the change rack on his belt.
See, but that guy has to know how to. Well, actually, I'll give him props.
he has
He's got to know how to count back
money.
change, and he doesn't have to look at his belt to know what he's dispensing either.
There you go. Now, technology has made us just that weak over time. That's only one small example. The other one is in my illustrious driving career, being dedicated at one location, I've been doing this stuff. It started without having the cell phone with me and everything because it was expensive then. I wasn't running around with GPS. And then we got new drivers that don't know how to go to Walmart in their own personal vehicle without a GPS, and they're driving a truck because there's a GPS.
Yeah, I refuse to use any of the automated GPS from Google Maps or anything. I just use Google Maps like I'm using a atlas, like one of those. I look and I find the road and I look. Okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to look for this. I'm going to look for. I ain't doing the go up here and turn here, because we did that a few times, and it ended up, we pulled up to a red light, turn right here, go however far. So we did, and then okay, turn left or make a U-turn, go back this way. And it took us right back to the same damn. I went 2 miles this way just to turn around and come back and come 2 miles back to go right straight across the freaking red light we were setting at.
What's an atlas, Grandpa?
There you go.
It's maps in a book, and you can like plan how you're gonna go.
Yeah, that's what this thing's for.
Do I need to dig an atlas out and show you what an atlas is? I got one here.
You're still carrying one.
Yep.
I joke, but yeah, I've used
And
I don't know what brand, but I've used a United States Road Atlas before, the big book of maps.
McNally.
Yeah, there you
Brand
go.
McNally,
right,
yep.
Brand McNally. And you can still get them at a reasonable price. Nice ones.
Yes.
Nice ones for like $40.
I was feeling awfully nostalgic this weekend because I was going through my old storage some of the things I haven't seen in 20, 25 years. And I threw away a bunch of those atlases, like the road atlases, because I used to drive and then inside some of the atlases had printed out Yahoo Maps, Yahoo Maps directions, just in case.
Hey, I'm old enough to have printed out MapQuest maps.
Yeah.
I turned directions on it. Yeah. Yeah. And then I got my
Before
phone,
that-
which I can just go, all right, show me where to go.
Before that, you could deal with AAA and go ahead and get a trip plan printed
Triptych.
out for you.
Yeah.
I like being familiar at some degree with where I'm going to be. Not just whether or not you've been at the area, but at least where you've studied the roads enough to know what general direction you're going without having to depend on one item that whenever you have a construction detour that takes you off of that, you got no clue what you're doing.
Right. And you can do that with your phone still. You don't have to just say, all right, show me. And then, well, it's up to the gods of the road. And if I miss a turn, I'm going to blame it on this newfangled phone. Grandpa Rusty.
You know what else I found when I was going through some of this old stuff from my old job back in the day?
What
Wait.
job was that?
You had an old job?
It was like a nautical thing I used to do.
You're a very naughty girl, huh?
I was
Scuba diver?
No, nothing that.
There are red lights
skilled.
involved?
No, it was I used to travel a lot. I used to travel all the time.
Oh,
In
like
the water?
like
a lot? What was
Uber
it?
Lyft
I'm
or
interested. Cruise ship? You were on a cruise ship.
No, that would have been fantastic.
Were you a crab fisherman?
So when I was in the Navy,
Oh, you
in the
were
Navy?
In the Navy?
No. Anyway.
I didn't know anyone who was in the Navy.
so I used to collect. I kind of forgot about it. I used to collect shot glasses from everywhere, and our pay was so, especially when I was nothing. We hardly had anything to spend money on, like good souvenirs. So we were either buying shot glasses from every place we went or stealing the ashtrays from the table. But like offline, Knights and I were talking earlier. He was saying he used to buy shot glasses because you never know when you're going to return.
Right.
And and that was like the same mentality that oh my God, I can't believe some of the things I have. But like some of the places that I've been, like I'm never going to go to Rhodes, Greece again. I wish I could, but so I uncovered a bunch of those, and then I found an original set of 1997 South Park shot glasses.
Woohoo!
And they're in perfect condition. Well, Jesus has seen better days. Sorry. But yeah.
You were not the only government nautical employee that collected shot glasses there. I had a friend that done that, and they included a shot glass that was probably about as tall as what my microphone stand is there, and had lines on there all the way up, like traffic jam and phone call from kid's teacher, and then way up here the one line was mother-in-law. And I mean, depending on how much you needed to drink, that's what the guy was for.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
And then all the way to the top, Rusty.
Kinsey. Well, wait, no.
Oh.
Rusty's show prep.
They didn't have to drink for me, Rusty. They just sit there and listen for a while, and they'll fall to sleep before they'll need a shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I speak from experience there.
Oh my gosh.
Well, how about this? It's been a little while. Actually, Rusty wasn't here the first time I did this. Am I an asshole segment? Do you guys want to hear one that I found?
Yes.
I like this
Well,
game.
we weren't asking.
We agree you're an asshole.
Yeah, well, okay.
Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Okay. So setting this one up here. So I'm reading this verbatim. I just got off a Southwest flight, no seat assignments, and I was sat towards the very back of the plane when we landed. People at the front go up to get ready, but no one in the middle section got up. I was in an aisle seat and only had a backpack, so I took the opportunity and walked to the front of the plane to line up behind the people at the very front. While I was waiting to exit the plane, the person sitting in the seat next to where I was standing asked me, "Have the rules changed?" And I pretended not to hear him because I had headphones on and didn't say anything to him. Then he got up and said, "Why don't you go back to the back and wait like everyone else?" I didn't respond, and again, but this time there was a lady behind me who said she needed to catch her connecting flight that was already boarding. The guy then said, "Well, the rules haven't changed, but if you want to be a jerk, go ahead." So this guy is asking, am I the asshole here because I skipped the other people in front of me on the plane while trying to disembark? Yes.
I'm putting myself
I
in
vote
that situation.
yes.
It all depends on whose shoes you're putting yourself in, I guess.
Without insinuating circumstances, then yes, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
If you are emotionally wound up because you wanting to get the hell off of the damn plane because you have issues and you made the flight for a trip you didn't want to begin with anyway, and so you're already worked up, it's understandable to want to get the hell off before you lose your last bit of senses.
Yeah, I guess it's, as long as he didn't, if he got in the way of somebody else, then yes, he's an asshole. But if he just happened to be in front, I don't know. Yeah, he's probably an asshole.
Yeah. So I'm going to vote asshole here because I've been in this situation. I'm sitting there. I will sit there, and even if I'm on the aisle seat, I'll sit there and wait for the people in front of me to get off. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get off of the plane because whatever. I don't want to go cutting in line in front of them, but because I'm sitting there waiting, trying to be patient, I've had people behind me go and grab their bags and then fill up the freaking aisle. So
Yeah,
I can't get
like that.
Well, obviously you weren't paying attention, and those people got tired of waiting on your slow ass.
Apparently
So they
so.
went ahead and got their stuff. See, you need to be moving faster. You need to be anticipating, showing that you're ready to go instead of, I'm going to wait till these people are off the plane before I stand up and do it.
Okay, so you're saying that you need to show that you're ready to get up and get off the plane by standing up and leaning at like a 45-degree angle back.
Yes.
I
because you
don't.
can't
I
stand
don't like
up.
that. I think the zipper method should just work like the unspoken rule. You should just zipper off the plane, whether you're standing or sitting. You're the next person.
I think they
The
ought to open the
zipper-
side door and open the inflatable slide to get everybody.
I
off the
would
plane.
love that.
I totally agree with you, Melissa. Yes, that should be the case. Abso-freaking-lutely. But when old lady Gertrude and her husband are sitting there and these people are standing up and getting their stuff, they need to be doing so also. But no, she's tucking the napkin back in her purse and she's trying to figure out this stuff and do this. And then so the next 3 or 4 people who are going, what the hell are you freaking
Well,
waiting
yeah,
on?
they need you need to expedite it. Like, you don't have to stand up, but when it's your turn, stand up and exit. Have all that shit
Well,
taken care of before it's your turn.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
but
the thing
but
is,
there's-
that never happens.
There's
That's
a
the only
number.
problem.
There's a couple of different variables with the zipper method on getting off of a plane, because it's not like you're just on a bus or anything and you got your backpack or whatever with you. You're going to probably have a carry-on that's stored in there in the upper container or maybe below your seat. It's just better to let other people go by until they're out of the way and you take care of your stuff afterwards so that you're not in the way.
I agree with you, unless you have a connecting flight that you might miss.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you don't
Waiting
know what.
circumstances.
Yeah, you never know what other people are going through.
But this
Or
guy's
with their-
situation here wasn't where everybody was already moving and getting off the plane. This is, you land, so you got yourself up and you crowded the aisle so that nobody else could, if everybody's, not everybody, because not everybody can stand up at the same time.
Right.
If people are lined up in the aisle, then the people who should be getting off toward the front of the plane can't
ding.
get up and get out.
Ding, ding.
And that's why I vote asshole.
So,
There was
rule number 1: don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't book connecting flights where you have to hurry and wait on somebody else.
That is bullcrap because you can't always control that.
That is true. You cannot always control it, and also you can't always show up and land on time so that you have the excess time to get to your next connecting flight. You
I say
always have
minimum-
delays from weather and stuff.
I say minimum 1 hour for your connection. Don't book
Yes.
anything
Unless-
less than 1 hour.
Unless
yeah.
you're departing from Lincoln, Nebraska, where they are unable to start your plane in the morning.
Do they gotta
They-
pull
they
it back,
pretend-
wind it up, and then go? Psh.
Yeah. Something.
You'll be they
Something.
got to get things warmed up because it gets cold enough, and that fuel don't want to ignite or burn like it's supposed to.
The only thing I give shit about flying is making sure I get my Valiums in me before I get on the plane to take off. I don't care about anything else.
And then I think everybody should take one. Then there would be none of this freaking violent shit
Exactly.
on the airplane.
Exactly.
Everybody take a Valium before you get on. Then have a vodka soda in the
I'm
middle of
good
the
with that.
flight.
I choose
Yeah,
not
that
to look out the window because then
You don't
I'll
want to
be
watch the way you do
needing
it.
Here's the
needing a bag.
thing. Here's
Oh,
the
I gotta
thing.
have the window seat.
I'm terrified, but I can't not look out the window.
It's so pretty.
Okay, while you're flying, it's fine. It's the landing and taking off.
Yeah, I have
Where I
to.
see
I have
the
to look.
difference
I
there.
have to look and
There-
freak
there-
out. I have to.
That's where I'm going to spew.
I have to. Yeah, otherwise, I'm going to freak out even more, and then they're going to have to turn around and land the plane because I'm like,
I'm
You know, a
always
lot of
waiting
these
for a tickle
planes-
belly. Psh.
You know, a lot of these flights have that little plastic shutter that you can just push down so that
No.
you can't see out your window, right?
no,
Talking to me?
no.
Kinsey,
No,
are you
you're
talking
not
to
going
me
to
or
shut
Rusty?
it or know that they don't have it. Talking to Rusty.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
talking to
Rusty-
me. Yes, I know
Rusty
it's
needs it
there.
open.
No, I have to. I have to be able to see out. I have to look and freak myself out. I have to.
Oh
I can't
shit,
stop.
Kirk. That's all. I think of that every single time I have flown. I think it was William Shatner's Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Are you too young for that, Chris? Or Nights? Good.
Yeah,
It's
he
the
is.
guy out on the wing, right?
Right.
You are.
Actually, what I think
Was
is
that John
about
Lithgow?
those-
Was that, or is that William Shatner or John Lithgow? I think it was John Lithgow.
William Shatner was the first one.
Oh, okay.
What I think nowadays is about Sully's flight right into the Hudson.
I still
what are
haven't
you going to
seen
do
that.
about birds? Yeah. Whatever.
You can handle 1 or 2 birds in a plane engine, according to this one guy that we talked to, but apparently a whole flock kind of puts a damper on things.
Flock
Well,
and
so
flock.
it's crashing into the Hudson. Makes
There
it
you
a
go.
damn
Well,
too.
that's what it was caused by, illegal immigrants from Canada transporting themselves back there somewhere else.
Them geese.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
they are a pain in the.
Yeah, I wasn't a good lander taker offer when we were going to Connecticut. I was bad. I was a little girl. Okay, fine. I said it. I was freaking out. But then once we're up there and we're
Completely
going, it's
believe
good.
you.
It's
So-
good.
We're coming up against this end of this first segment. Do we want to introduce who we have coming for our?
Well, we got
Second
somebody coming up here along this
segment.
next segment.
I think so.
Who
Kenzie's
is that?
supposed to know.
Wait a moment. Who told? Nobody told me about
Richard-
this stuff.
Stay
Richard
tuned.
Leonard.
Somebody write this stuff down next time so we know what we're talking about.
Well,
Exactly.
it's on the ticker, so.
There you go.
There you go. All
Did you-
right, is he in the waiting room there?
No.
Mel?
Try setting it up for you.
No. Did you
He should be popping in any moment.
did you stay asleep the whole time you were in the air, Rusty?
Nope.
You were awake? Did you get
It
any
was probably something.
snacks or drinks or anything?
Yeah, we got something. We got something on the way up, but on the way back, turbulence was too bad. I was really freaking out. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I don't.
Somebody just popped in here.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Richard.
Mr.
Hello,
Leonard.
hello.
Richard.
What's going on?
Oh, by the way,
We're in commercial break at the moment.
by the way, Chris, this is that thing that you were talking about that you don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
You
that's
know,
a road
that-
atlas. Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
maps and stuff.
Mine was a lot smaller, not laminated, and is about 25 years old now.
Probably doesn't have restricted routes for commercial vehicles and low clearance levels and weight limits.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust mine anymore, to be completely honest. I mean, roads have changed a bit since it was published.
There's a bunch of crap that you got to pay enough attention to that is in your indexes in the front of these things that is not the same in every state. Everyone's got to have different requirements, and you have to know what you're doing whenever you go.
All right.
from
So does
point A to
Richard know
point
what
B.
he's talking about, or do you know what what we're?
I'm waiting to see if
You
he
know
figured out what we're talking about
15.
yet, so that he can let us know what we're doing.
I'm gonna say that screw that Atlas. Just keep driving and let them catch you.
There you go.
This is
we go.
America,
Oh.
dang it.
3, 2, 1.
So that guy find his way in here to the show yet?
Oh,
I-
yeah, I'm here.
I think he did. All right. So we want to welcome Mr. Richard Leonard.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And
Is that the Rainbow Bridge behind you there, Richard?
That is a bridge in Minneapolis that was lit up red, white, and blue. No rainbows.
no rainbow.
No
Now,
rainbows.
where are you coming from?
I am in St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, wow. So is it a little
And
bit
what's the
chilly?
temp- What's the temp?
Actually, today was like 41 degrees. I was wishing my bike was out of storage. I'd have gone for a ride today.
What? 10-speed mountain bike? What you got?
My they don't make those to hold me any longer. I've grown too large, and a Harley, my Harley.
Oh, shit. What kind? Spill it.
I have a 2017 Street Glide Special.
Nice.
Yes,
Beautiful.
It's my baby.
And you're still going to be paying on that thing for what, the next 5-6 years?
Actually, I'm almost done.
Yeah, but you get like an employee discount, don't you?
I do. As an employee of a Harley dealership, they make it extremely difficult for you to not ride a nice one.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that means.
But there are things you got to give up, like your sanity. And the other thing is, if you like riding a Harley Davidson, working at a Harley Davidson dealership is not the right place to be because you're always there.
Yeah, probably.
On Saturdays too.
Probably amped the whole time.
Yeah, and a couple of other things you have to give up is like lunch regularly and maybe like going out on the weekends.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I know. I bought the wife. We went through a motorcycle phase in '08. I bought my wife, who never rode a motorcycle in her life. I bought her a '08 Sportster and taught her to ride on a '08 Sportster. Stupidest thing I ever did, but she learned it and she loved it.
Yes.
Loved it to the point that I didn't want to ride anymore. I bought something else. I bought a cheaper bike, and I didn't want to ride because I got nearly killed too many times from other idiots, and I was like, I'm done. Yep. And she'd get up 5 o'clock in the morning, 50 degrees outside, and I'd be like, you're really gonna ride? She said, oh yeah. And she was riding to freaking work every day, and I was like, oh my god.
50 degrees is my cutoff. At 50, yeah. I'm done for the year.
Yeah.
Do I got time to tell you guys a quick story?
Please.
Absolutely.
You got the floor.
Okay, so here's how it goes down. I am coming into my 5th season of riding only, and my wife about 6 years ago had told me, "Hey, if you learn how to ride a motorcycle, we can buy whatever one you want. I just want to be on the back." And I thought, well, this is a grenade that I'm not jumping on. This is a setup of some sort. And so I never did it. And one day she came to me and she was like, well, hey, this weekend I'm going to go with the girls. We're going to go up north for a couple days and just have girls weekend. All right, cool. No problem. What she didn't tell me is that they were going to take a riding class. And so her and 2 of her girlfriends went and learned how to ride. Unbeknownst to me, about a month later, she calls me and says, hey, can you come to the Harley Davidson dealership? I always want to see if you like this bike. Okay, yeah, wow. I guess I'll show up. And I get there, and here she's sitting on her new bike that she bought, which was a Sportster.
That she bought.
Yeah, she bought herself a Sportster. That's cool, but I didn't know that it was happening, and so I was surprised.
Surprised? That's it?
Absolutely.
Just surprised.
And about 2 months later, it was fall, and I was in the yard doing leaves and all that other garbage, and here a couple motorcycles pull up with her girlfriends on it, and she comes out in her riding gear, gets on her bike, and they wave, let's see you later, and they all go, and I'm thinking, well, crap. Well, don't I look like a horse's ass now? She's off riding, and I'm packing leaves, and so the following year I learned to ride, and now we ride together, and but yeah, she wasn't fooling around. That's
awesome. I love that story. I bet you guys have great rides, great times and trips, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's our deal. We do one long ride a year. Last year we went from St. Paul to Milwaukee to the museum, worked our way up to Mackinac City over the big bridge, and then that was 4 or 5 days. I think we did 1,500 miles or something like that. It was fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Knights, you had something?
There was a time in my life when the wife was on board. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to get a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle, no problem. And then my dad got into an accident on his motorcycle, and it's like, yeah, no. We at that time we had a kid. And she's like, no, they need their dad. And I'm like, shit.
But
Now
Dad
we
needs
have
a
3
bike.
kids, and it's like, nope, okay.
Well,
Right.
Well, Chris, when you get to middle age, you'll have a different argument. So
that's right.
maybe.
They'll be out someday.
Maybe by that
You
time
go
I'll
through
be
your
more into
crisis.
It's
sports
just
cars.
to me, it's more dangerous now because look, I drive a truck. I can look down in every single vehicle that passes me.
they're on their
Every
phone.
damn 99 out of 100 people are looking at their phone driving down the road. Every single one. Cops, troopers,
Oh no,
Old
ladies,
ladies.
old men,
Yeah.
everybody
How
is
about
on their damn phone.
and how about the people on motorcycles?
No,
No.
they're
No, don't tell me no.
I haven't seen
brother,
it.
My brother has a motorcycle, and somehow he's got what is it, Android Auto something on his freaking dash on the motorcycle, and I'm like, you're an idiot because you're gonna get distracted and then plow, and then I get to deal with his kids and his wife.
Yeah, they got GPSs, which I've learned today that you guys don't really like very much.
I do.
No, that's Rusty.
Oh, that Rusty hates GPS.
I hate it.
I hate leaning on the GPS. It's nice to have, but you still, just like when you pull your own wallet, you need to know how to count out your own change. If you're driving around and you need to be able to navigate yourself, you need to be familiar with how to use it.
Well, Kinsey, I think I don't mean to sound sexist, but for a girl, I think I have a really good sense of direction. Sometimes I get lost on purpose to get myself out of situations. But if I don't have my GPS on, how can I scroll other things while I'm driving? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, how are you going to get your Bed Bath and Beyond candles if you don't have,
I mean, I got to check my Facebook at every red light, right?
I want to take a second to say hello to the people in the YouTube chat. Slightly Venomous Kirk, good to see you in here, buddy. Timothy Ratliff, one of our
Patreon
subscribers. Timmy the Pilot, Miss Paige Rockwell, Barbara D, another one of our subscribers. Love you.
Barbara.
And let's see who else. Kathy in the Berg. Cougar, Miss Cougar, love you, dear.
You're
Who
not
else?
done working.
Melissa
Rusty.
R. I don't know who that is.
Nobody important, I'm sure.
She was in the Navy.
Richard L. was in there. I'll be dang, he was in there. Big Country. What's up, brother?
Awesome.
And there's Toby McAvoy,
Toby!
who's looking out
Tobes.
for the Off Track Syndicate by sharing a video clip of the match game for us. Just in case that one guy who's in charge of the questions isn't prepared for tonight.
I am
Well, I mean,
sort of
if
prepared. Tech
Tech
Roo,
Roo.
love you, brother.
I mean, Tony needs to go ahead and get a hold of me so that
Another
I know
subscriber.
which Sunday to put him down on to be a panelist on the show. Come on, Toby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Toby. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd rather. Yeah, I want him to be on the show and to and have him on the blank game.
Yeah,
There you go.
he can be our Charles Nelson Riley.
All right. Well, I've got a. There we go.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
too
no,
young.
Charles Nelson Riley was a staple of the match game, and I think, I don't know. What,
If we're taking this much of a break to be able to pay attention to the listeners, then we also need to take this much of a break to be able to go ahead and mention a couple of our sponsors as well, right? So that they don't forget.
you are right. Piratecigar.com, piratecigar.com. Go over there and get all your fine Cuban
Cigars?
Cuban artisan rolled cigars.
Warhorse Legacy. Are you done with Pirate yet?
Warhorse Legacy is another
Warhorse
one.
Legacy. They're caring for veterans using therapy and equine therapy, helping the veterans, not just the veteran, but also their family, because nobody struggles alone when the service member is affected or going through PTSD. The whole family feels it, and that's what's kind of unique about Warhorse. You don't see those kind of programs that often, but it is extremely important because studies show they heal faster when the whole family is with them. So check out warhorselegacy.org.
Yep, and Well, I guess that's all our.
Cancer
well,
Care Bags
Bags
by
for
Shelley.
Cancer. Yes, dang it. Cancer Care Bags by Shelley, which she now has a website, cancercarebags.com. Creating care bags for people going through chemo and just dealing with that and trying to make their lives a little easier. Cancercarebags.com. On Facebook, it's Cancer Care Bags by Shelley with the EY.
And if you don't want to just give money, go through the wish list so you can go ahead and provide some of the materials there for their care bags that goes to the individuals. They get personalized.
Very personalized.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay.
So tell us what's going on, Richard. What's going on in your life right now? Podcasts, what's going on?
Yes, actually, we just got done with this week's episode about an hour and a half ago. My podcast, The Richard Leonard Show, we talk about everything veterans and military related. Recently, we've been talking about the VA caregiver program and how the VA is trying to purge out these veterans and caregivers, which would put them at a great disadvantage, make them destitute pretty much. And so we find different things that impact the veteran community that you won't hear in the mainstream media because nobody talks about these things, but yet a lot of folks in our country, especially our politicians and our media sources, like to claim that veterans are heroes and we need to do everything we can to help them, but they don't ever talk about the real struggles that are going on. And so that's kind of what I've aimed out to do. I'm a veteran myself. I served.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just under 19 years in the U.S. Army. I unfortunately received a Purple Heart on my first tour in Iraq, and combat infantry badge and all these other ribbons, I suppose. And so my aim is just to help my brothers and sisters and the community and their families. Absolutely any way I can. And so my way of doing it, it's not, I don't have a ton of money, but I do have a voice and a talking head. And I was fortunate enough to be given a platform by my really good friend, Stu Peters. And so my show is on his network, and it airs every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And so you can find it on Rumble. We've been 86th from places like Facebook and YouTube and things like that. But that's not going to stop us. The network as a whole gets anywhere from 5 to 7 million views a week.
Nice.
There's many shows. I think there's 9 of us now, including Stu. And so we're just here. The motto that we have at the network is that truth lives here. And you're not going to hear a lot of the content from anybody on the network that you will hear on the mainstream media, at least not the truth about that content. So that's where we hope people go to find it.
So this is, the platform is Rumble, 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's the Richard Leonard Show.
That is correct. And if you'd like, I can send you guys a link if you want to check it out. And,
yeah.
I love the feedback. Here's the thing, is that I'm not an expert at being a talking head, at least not yet. And so I like the constructive feedback. Or if there's things that people are wondering about that they'd like to have discussed, I'm open to that. They want to come on and have a conversation, I'm open to that. Or if they want to correct me if I'm wrong about something, no problem. Bring it on, because the truth of the matter is we want everybody to know the truth. Where do you get your benefits? How are veterans being treated? Where can you go to get help? All these things. What is the real problems? And so
doesn't it seem to you, Richard, that the VA, while they tout from the beginning, from the very, which was like, I think just after the Civil War, wasn't it? Where they started what was supposed to be something, and it's always been lack. The system has always not been the best. It's always been a secondhand thought. And then when it comes around towards election season, you might see some changes, or you might see some people doing some stuff, but then as soon as the elections are over, it's like it just goes back to
we're expendable.
Mediocre,
yeah, we're
mediocre care and stuff. When in reality, we really should be doing everything we can for these people who have put their lives on the line and give service.
Yeah, I agree, Rusty. I agree 1,000%. And here's the thing that I've noticed. I've been going to the VA for care since 2007. I've had some really good experiences there. And then also I had a surgery on my throat for sleep apnea that they just about killed me by giving me too much morphine. The problem is the upper echelon of the VA, in my opinion, based on my experience and the people I talk to. When you go to a VA facility for care, the people that check you in are awesome. The nurses that take your blood pressure and do all these things are awesome. For the most part, the doctors are great, but it's the people up top that are just hungry for this control and this power, and believe it or not, a lot of money. If we had enough time to talk about government contracts that go to nonprofits and the millions and millions and millions of dollars that are spent on contracts, people would probably be pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's our tax dollars. Places, for example, the biggest contributor to the VA Family Caregiver Program is the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. It is my opinion, based on all the information I've been given by outside sources and read for myself and research I've done myself, it is extremely corrupt.
And you said this was the VA Family
Caregiver
Program?
Yes.
Okay.
And so what the caregiver program is, just for folks watching, is our veterans who are the most in need of specialized care have the option in this program to be at home and have a family member take care of them. In many cases, it's a spouse or a child. And they have decided to completely redo the qualification standards. And in doing that, everyone needs to requalify. Even folks that have been in the program since 2004, 2008. And now they don't qualify because they redid the standards. Nobody's grandfathered in. Everyone has to requalify.
Oh, that's crap.
Absolutely. So, yeah, see, it's craziness. And you will never hear about it anywhere other than my show because nobody cares to talk about it. Other than this week, I interviewed a lady by the name of Tori Seals. Her husband was in the Army in 2006. He had surgery on his stomach for a hernia. They found a mass growing next to the hernia, documented, but nobody ever told him. Fast forward to 2016, he died because it was cancerous and it grew to be the size of a large potato. It ruptured through his stomach lining and through his intestines and then metastasized through his whole body, and he died. And nobody found it until 2000, I think it was 2014, because nobody told him. It was in his charts, but every time he went to the doctor with stomach problems, nobody bothered to look at his past.
So they didn't say anything. They just let it go, and he was going on day to day like nothing was.
Yep. They told him he had allergies. They told him he had a bowel obstruction, and that these things just happen. Come to find out, it was due to his service overseas, the toxic exposure that started this cancer is what they think. It was never really clearly identified because he was dead before they could do it. Mm-hmm. But the doctors did say that it wasn't a biological cancer. It was definitely, there was outside influence that gave him this cancer.
So but it's environmental.
It's the long wait times, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, because you're liable to go and it's like, okay, come back in a month or come back in 2 months or whatever. Well, that's a whole month for stuff to be happening.
Yes.
Oh, and then you don't get what I hear. I don't know. I'm not. What I hear is when you go back, you're not seeing the same doctor every time. So you don't know if, is this doctor, is he seeing all the notes from this other guy, or is he getting half-assed stuff from somebody else and he's trying to figure out, and of course he's got 50 people that he needs to see. I mean, what is the deal? Why can't, we're supposed to be so up on all this technology and it doesn't seem like they're applying any of it to the VA. It's just
Not in the right places.
a crapshoot, you know.
Yep. If you get online and look up, don't use Google because you won't find it. Any other search engine you may.
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo. Yep.
Brave's got their own now.
What is that? Look up the term V signals. So apparently the VA has been conducting a research project. I haven't been able to confirm this, but this is what I've been told, that they have inserted microphones and monitoring systems in VA facilities that will detect who you are based on your voice. Everyone who's a patient there has been coded. And Kinsey, if you and I are sitting in the weight room at a VA facility and you go, hey man, I haven't seen you in a while, how you doing? I go, man, this really sucks. I'm really pissed off because I can't pay my mortgage. I lost my job, blah, blah, blah. And I get elevated. Instantly I'm tagged and I'm put on a list as a troubled patient, which now gets me in this program to be monitored more. And you have no idea that it's happening. So these are some of the things that we are researching behind the scenes in hopes to be able to bring out to the public. But of course, it has to be looked at and has to be true. But these are the types of things that we're being told by people inside the system, inside the VA. So I don't want to bring anybody down. That's probably.
Richard, that is Rusty's job here.
Yeah. It's funny because yesterday I spent hours and hours because I need to file another claim, and I was going through because I tried to contact St. Louis to get my medical record, a copy, even though I made copies before I got out. And so I
archives,
so I contacted the archives, and then I find out it might take up to 6 months to get my record.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. You had to get medical records for what, Mel?
I need to file a claim. I need to go through for my medical stuff because I'm going to have to rely solely.
You were in the Navy? You were in the military? What? I mean, I don't.
We've already been through this on this very show today, Rusty.
We already did that once.
Is the Navy really a branch?
It's a wave.
Well, I mean, it's not like the Department of Transportation and the Coast Guard. I mean,
yeah, I have
That's true.
Hey, Rocky Stucci over in the YouTube chat says, "Does Rich work out?" He says you're looking a little buff, man. Are you?
Bring it, Rocky. I'm here. Come on, buddy.
Whoa. Huh? Looky there, Rocky.
Come on up. We'll wrestle in the snow, sir.
Yeah.
Russian style.
You got to remember, he drug some of that snow down to Texas with him whenever he moved down there. What was
That's
it?
right.
3 years ago now. It was right in time for him to cause the great Snowmageddon that almost shut down Mojo for a week.
The Snowmageddon.
He is an electrifying individual.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
That is a descriptive word.
Fantastic, and I am honored that he is in our chat.
He's intense.
Love you, Rock.
Now,
Anyway.
Richard, what you said you work at a Harley dealership. What is your position if you don't mind me asking?
I sell parts.
Your partsman?
okay.
All right.
I'm a parts salesman.
Partsman.
Not great, but I know how to look up things in a book.
There you go.
Have you got to see any of these electric bikes that are over there?
Oh, you're talking about the live wire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
like
did not.
riding a blender.
I am not going to contribute to that part
Have
of
you
the
done
conversation.
that often, Richard?
That's a whole different show, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you kicked off of YouTube.
Everybody, Forest Mommy over in YouTube says, everyone hit that like button. Yes, please hit that like button, folks. And, help us out.
Yeah. Put in your comments that you like everyone on the show but Rusty.
Oh, Rocky says I'm supposed to ask you about the Chinese guy you found in a dryer.
What?
Oh my God.
Or is that an ancient Chinese secret?
Well, do we have time? Because it's about a 5-minute story.
No.
Yeah.
We've got a few minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Okay, so Stu Peters and I were bounty hunters together for 15 plus years. And in St. Paul, there's a very large Hmong population. And believe it or not, we had one come up on our list of guys we were supposed to find, and we went and found Mom's house. Knocked on the door. It was the address on the paperwork, which gives us right to enter by any means necessary at any time of day. And she let us in. We searched the place up and down about 3 or 4 times. But what Mom didn't know is that we were able to ping his cell phone, and his cell phone was in that house. It was like a 4-meter radius right on top of that house. And so Stu and I were standing at the front door talking, and are you comfortable with your search? Did you check everywhere? Because we crisscross paths over and over and over again. The only place we didn't check was the size of a closet, and it was like an entryway laundry room type deal, because Mom was standing there with her hand up on the door frame, and then we both realized we didn't check in there. But it was literally the size of a closet. And so, of course, you got to try to get her to move out of the way. And we're using Google Translate because she claims she doesn't speak English. And eventually we got our way in there. And we looked up and down, but it didn't take long, of course. And I don't know if the guy coughed or farted or burped or something, but we heard this noise come out of the dryer. And that's when Mom moved and leaned on the dryer and was, saying, well,
Nothing
you leave
to
now.
see
You leave
here.
now.
Nothing to see here.
And so instead of moving her out of the way and forcing her out of the way, because she's a little old lady. I don't remember if it was Stu or I, but one of us reached over her shoulder and just turned the dryer on.
Oh!
And you could hear the motor whining, and it must have got really hot in there because he started screaming. Opened the door, and miraculously he appeared in the dryer.
Oh my gosh.
And then he couldn't get out, and he's saying, well, get me out of here, help me out. Bro, you got yourself in there, you get your ass out.
So there's no mechanism inside the dryer if somebody was in there to let themselves out?
No.
Why didn't they do that?
For some videos. Help, I'm stuck in the dryer.
That is hilarious.
Thanks, Rocky.
Smart.
Call in for the blank game. We'll be doing that after the break. 256-926-2390. So, that electro overgrown scooter bike, do you have to turn your man card in before you can buy one of them from Harley?
I think it comes with a dental dam.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'll tell you one thing. I did ride one. We had the trailer come with all the bikes so you can test ride them. They're fast as hell. I've never been on anything that gets from 0 to 60 that quickly.
Yeah.
But it's not attractive looking bike. It's not a Harley. I mean, it is a Harley, but it's not a Harley, if you know what I mean. It sounds like a blender. It's, I don't know. And you only get 120 miles on it. I mean, until you got to stop for 2 hours and recharge. I want to ride for all day.
Right. Well, now come on. How many miles to the gallon? I mean, how many miles to a tank are you getting? So in our Sportster, we was only getting about 150 to 160 miles.
Right, but it doesn't take you 2 hours to fuel it.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, you get off, fuel it up, have a Coke, and get back on the road. But my Street Glide probably gets 189 to 200 miles a tank, depending on how I usually ride it pretty hard, so it's more like the 180.
Yeah.
It's not a much bigger tank, but when my wife's on it, I go a lot slower. I'll say that.
Colonel Angus, welcome, sir.
Good evening, you fine fellows. Can you see me all right? Am I centered well?
We don't see
you have
you
your
at
video
all.
Not on.
My video is not on. All right. Let's see.
You've never looked better.
You never look.
Is that any better?
He's not bad.
No,
as
it's still
Rose.
off.
I still don't see no
Let
video.
me do that. Go to, let's see.
Should be if you're on your phone, it should be down in the bottom left corner video.
Should be next to the microphone.
Let's turn it around.
All right, to the folks in the YouTube, we are in a commercial break at the moment. Give us a call at 256-926-2390. I promise Rusty is prepared with questions today.
Am I?
Don't make promises you can't guarantee, Chris.
Well, I thought of it as I was saying it, but whatever.
Oh, crap. We're not stressing you out, are we, Richard?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Let me check out and come back in.
All right.
Sorry if I ate up too much time there, guys. I
No.
blabbing.
You're good.
I was going to ask if we could play the asshole game because that was I got lots of good opinions.
There we go.
Oh,
There he is.
All right, so Richard and Colonel Angus, are you prepared with something to write on and with?
Sharpie.
Your video
and
was
paper.
good until
There
it
you
just...
go. You
There
got
you
it.
are.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Most excellent.
Lost my marker.
Be all right if I do a blatant plug for my friend Cam's t-shirts?
Absolutely.
5 seconds.
Here we go.
Oh, whoa.
Oh boy! All right, folks, let's get started. Let's get the show opener going here. All right, it's the blank game, and we actually have a caller waiting in the wings right now. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from? Caller?
Everybody clap your hands.
Caller.
Caller.
But
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we hear you.
Hello.
Who do we have?
This is Matthew Holloway from Arizona.
No way, Matt Holloway. What is up?
What
That is awesome. Welcome, sir. All right. Well, we got
Been a
one.
while. Been a while.
Yes, it has. Thank you. That is
we was
awesome.
I've been trying to get you as a panelist, man. What are you calling in for?
Yeah,
Hey, shut up, Kenzie.
Hi,
You
guys.
get a
Nice
call.
to see you guys on YouTube.
that is awesome, dude. Great. Well, you know what it is that he really wants some off-track syndicate swag, and that's why he is calling in.
I don't know. I think that he's
Well-
just avoiding us because he's got an employer that has took him away from Mojo and pays him better, and he's gotten all snooty since he's left. What it is.
No. Go ahead, Matt.
No, that's not it.
No, I haven't got all snooty. I've just gotten busy.
Right?
They got me right. They got me writing like 4 or 5 stories a day, plus doing a half-hour podcast every day. So, man, my time is not my own anymore.
I hear you. Well,
It wasn't to begin with. You're married.
we appreciate you. We appreciate you calling in. All right, so we need one more contestant to call in, and we will get this get this game started. In the meantime, we have Colonel Angus has joined us to be on the panel. Colonel, how are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I surely appreciate it. And I'm glad you brought me up because I need to take off this mask because I can't drink and wear the mask at the same time. So.
Yeah, no, you got. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
I like that snazzy hat. Oh, we got another caller calling in. Let's get them all merged in here. And all right, we have our second caller. Caller, state your name. Where you're calling from?
My name is SoCal, and I'm from SoCal.
Southern California, Miss SoCal. Oh,
Ooh, worldwide reach up in here.
yeah, that's right. Lovely Miss SoCal. All right, so we will. I'll go over the rules right quick for our two new panelists and Matt Holloway, new caller. So, if you remember the match game at all, I don't know. Matt's kind of young; he may not remember that. But so I'm gonna read a question. I'll read it twice, and the panelists are gonna take their time and write down their answer, and then I'm going to come to the contestant. Matt, you're going to be up first. And I hold your answer until I come to you specifically to get your answer, and we'll see if you match any of the panelists for points. All right.
It's good.
All right, we're good to go. Okay. All right, this is Matt's question. Jerry said, "Let me tell you about Lisa, my blind date."
How blind is she? Wait, is that not one of them?
That's wrong. That's wrong. Hush. You know how some girls turn a guy's head? Well, Lisa turned my blank. Jerry said, "Let me tell you about Lisa, my blind date. You know how some girls turn a guy's head? Well, Lisa turned my blank." All right, Matt, I'll read it to you one more time. Jerry said, "Let me tell you about Lisa, my blind date. You know how some girls turn a guy's head? Well, Lisa turned my blank." Matt, what say you?
Well, I have to pick one of the panelists, right?
No, you just give me your answer.
And
Oh,
hope
my
that
answer?
we match.
Crank.
Lisa turned your what?
Crank.
Frank.
Lisa turned your crank. Audience, what do we think about that?
I like that answer.
I don't think the audience likes that one. I don't know. Knights who say knee.
I went with. I think crank is a good answer, but I went with nose.
Turned your nose.
That's attached to his head.
Turned my nose up at her.
Kinsey, what you?
She turned my seeing eye dog's head.
Blind date. Put on pump.
Richard L.
Tummy. She turned my tummy.
That's what
That's
I
the
was
right
thinking.
answer.
That's the right answer, I think. But I don't know. Colonel, what'd you have?
Well, I tell you what, if you're getting your crank turned on a first blind date, you're doing pretty good. But I said stomach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But all right, so no points. I don't know how.
See, what Matt was doing there was playing to the room. He assumed, we would give that answer.
That is the challenge.
I assume that their sense of humor hadn't changed.
This is true. Yeah.
Well,
my question is this a family show?
I'm kind of behind.
No,
No.
we never claimed that.
No.
Well,
okay.
It
Well, my
depends
answer
on
would
which
have been
family
different.
you're talking about.
And I just realized I thought Mel was playing because we only have 4 panelists. We're supposed to have at least 5.
We have what we have.
Got somebody else that turned up missing, so I'm checking and see if there's an issue or not. So we'll have to we'll have to check later.
I'll be more than happy to be my own panelist. I'm good with that answer.
You can't.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
She's going to turn her own crank.
Okay, so
Oh, it's SoCal's turn.
yeah, SoCal. Here's your. Shut up. All right, SoCal. Here's your question. At the hospital, Steve passed out when the nurse showed him his blank. At the hospital, Steve passed out when the nurse showed him his blank. All right, everybody's done writing down. All right, Miss SoCal, at the hospital, Steve passed out when the nurse showed him his blank.
I'm going to go with hemorrhoid.
Ooh.
She showed him his hen. Wow, that's I wished I had a gasp sound.
The logistics of how that could be done are escaping me.
Well, everybody has a cell phone now. They just snap a picture.
Oh well, there you go. And of course, Ernal Gangus. Colonel Angus would he's already okay. Knights who say need. Did you say? Do you have hemorrhoids?
I do not have hemorrhoids, no.
Oh, okay.
No. But thanks for your concern.
Well,
I said when the nurse showed him his prosthetic penis.
wow. Wow.
Was it a detachable penis?
Especially when he wasn't.
I was about to say, I remember that song.
Yeah.
She passed out when he showed her his tongue twisting skills.
His tongue. Okay.
I'm sorry, what does the audience say about kidney cancer?
That was a terrible answer. Richard.
I said his testicles.
Right? I mean, because he just had them cut off,
Yeah.
and
They're going
you're
to the
right.
Something you want to see, that's for sure.
Richard, I think you're right in the ballpark.
Thank you.
in the ballpark. Colonel Angus.
Well, I wish I would have said hemorrhoids because I don't have them anymore, and it is one of the most painful things you will ever deal with in your entire life. But moving on, I said bill because last time I broke my leg, that bill was ridiculous.
All right.
Oh yeah, when she showed him, that is a good audience. I didn't even think of that.
Salute.
It's not the right answer, but that's a good answer.
Well, thank you very much.
When she showed him, my wife is saying when she showed him his baby. Yeah, that would. I would.
That's a showstopper for sure.
He didn't even know he was pregnant.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but now men can get pregnant, so there you go.
I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. So I guess it's 0-0.
That's what the scoreboard says.
Ooh, a riveting game, just like last week.
The panelist SoCal said hemorrhoids. And then
I'm sure she did.
no, okay.
They might be 0-0, but I think I'm still losing.
We're all winners tonight, Matt.
Everybody's a winner. So it's Matt's turn, right?
That's how it goes, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't asked backwards here. Which is not when it comes to hemorrhoids. All right, here we go. Tarzan said, "Me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts. Him tie Tarzan's blank in knots." Tarzan said, "Me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts. Him tie Tarzan's blank in knots." right, Matt. Tarzan said, "Me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts. Him tie Tarzan's blank in knots."
I'm going to say Vine.
Vine.
Fine. You know what he swings from.
Okay, that's
Good answer. Good
I
answer.
think the audience might like that. No, they don't. They don't like it. I don't.
We need a new in studio audience.
We do need a new in studio audience. Knights, what did you say?
Oh, it was either going to be the Vine or the loincloth.
Right.
Loincloth.
Cloth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his dangling participle.
We have to. Yeah.
Speaking of dangling participles, there. How about testes?
Well, there you go. That's.
I thought of that one.
There you go. Gasp. Richard.
I think mine was close enough. I said wiener, which could also be like a vine.
No.
Is it
Sorry,
long
man.
and green?
The judges say no. No. Colonel Angus.
I said Vine, but which one?
Hey, that's a point.
I think that's close enough.
That's a point. Yeah. Wow, that's it. All right. Matt is in the lead with one. Okay, so Cal, it is.
I'm coming after you, Matt. I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Well, last time I was with SoCal, we were at a search party, so.
I know. I was going to say that. That was
Yeah,
a
over in
I
Arizona.
worked with you once. That's right.
All right. All right, here we go, SoCal. This is a long one. I know you like those. Bob.
But a bump.
Bob said
Oh, God. Really?
the
That's what he
food at this restaurant is really terrible.
How terrible,
How terrible is it?
Thank you.
That's-
Y'all need to get together a little sooner. The menu had a list of entrees on one side, and on the other side, it had a list of blanks. Bob said the food at this restaurant must be really terrible. The menu had a list of entrees on one side, and on the other side, it had a list of blanks and stuff. All right, everybody's got their answers, looks like wrote down. All right, so Cal, Bob said the food at this restaurant must be really terrible. The menu
How terrible is it?
had a list of entrees on one side, and on the
How
other
terrible
side,
is it?
it had a list of blanks.
So how terrible was it?
Local hospitals.
A list of hospitals?
Local hospitals.
Yeah.
Local hospitals.
Oh, come on.
I don't think that's what the audience was thinking. I don't know. Knights, what did you have?
I said mortuaries.
That's pretty bad food right there.
That's pretty bad food.
That's pretty bad food. Kinsey?
I thought it would have a list of antacids.
That's what I was kind of thinking, but
Well, then I shouldn't have wrote it.
Right.
well, I
why
always
you're
have
not
the
on
right
your
answers because I'm number one. Richard?
SoCal, I'm sorry. I said specialty cocktails. I thought maybe they could do something right.
I like that answer, but unfortunately, it's the wrong one.
Come on, Colonel. I need you here.
Right.
Oh, I'm so close, baby. So close. I can almost smell it. But I said poison control centers.
Good answer.
Well, isn't there just one poison
I was
control
just going
center?
to say there's just one poison control center, so is it just like in really large font, or what is that?
You're thinking about the CDC, and we don't listen to anything they say anyway.
I thought I knew the answer. All right, man.
Sorry, baby. You were so close. So close.
We've got time for another round.
I got one. Might be an
We
honorable
got
mention.
time for another round. All right. We'll go another one just because. Whatever.
Hey.
All right,
Russ,
Matt.
can I throw one out as an honorable mention real quick?
Sure.
Oh, because you got the entrees on the one page, you got the exits on the other.
Entrees on
Entrance, exit.
Isn't that the bathroom signs?
That's
pretty funny.
That was quite humorous.
I don't know. Crowd, what do you think about that? No, they didn't like it.
No
Why
point.
aren't you more ashamed of yourself?
No point for you, sir.
Yep.
We need to stop inviting audience members. That's all I got to say. They're just going to boo all the time, for goodness sakes.
Snap.
So here's where you have a question for Matt.
Well, SoCal, maybe you should tell them how you got away from the cartels when you were down here. That's an award-winning story.
Okay. Holy crap. Here we go. All right, Matt. Nanook said, "Boy, am I angry."
How
angry
are
is he?
you?
Yesterday I came home to find my best friend blanking my penguin.
Whoa.
Nanook said, "Boy, am I angry. Yesterday I came home to find my best friend blanking my penguin."
Can't wait to hear what your best friend was doing there, Matt.
All right, Matt.
Well, I don't know how he managed to get. I don't know how he managed to get the saddle on him, but I think he was riding that penguin.
Okay. Riding my penguin. Okay. Knights, what did you have?
Man, the upper body strength of that penguin. I said shaving.
Shaving his penguin. The audience, I think.
I don't care what the audience says. I've heard what makes them cheer. I don't care about what makes them boo.
Yeah, if you've ever shaved a penguin, you know that was a good answer.
I did that Tuesday. Kenzie.
Poking the penguin.
Poking? Like
Poking. With some sort of appendage, I'm sure.
Richard, what'd you have?
Is that something out of Happy Feet?
Yeah.
I not quite sure where Nanook may come from, but it sounds like from a place where they may be cooking the penguin.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
A wet
that was a
market
good
or
one.
something.
Yeah, I think that was a good one. Angus, Colonel Angus.
Well, now you see, the penguin, that is my spirit animal. I am one with the flightless birds. And I know I like nothing better than a rubbing.
Rubbing the penguin. I think that's a euphemism. I don't know.
Did you get the artwork in there?
I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rubbing the penguin. All right. SoCal, here's your chance.
Redeem yourself.
Redeem yourself.
Well, how about you guys redeem yourselves and get inside my head? How about that?
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
that?
Here we
You're
go.
a woman that ain't
gotta hurry.
happening
Anybody
anytime
have
soon.
any
Mary-
meth or some cocaine?
Here's your question. Mary said, it's hard being married to an umpire.
How hard is it?
Every time we have sex, he yells blank. Mary said, it's hard being married to an umpire. Every time we have sex, he yells blank. All right, SoCal, you got to do it right here, girl. Mary said,
Okay, I was Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Repeat
It's
the
hard
question.
being
I'm sorry.
married to an umpire. Every time we have sex, he yells blank.
How hard is it?
I had a really good one, but I can't remember the term, so I had to switch my answer. So my answer is foul.
He yells foul.
Is that like a wrong hole thing? Or?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's Colonel Angus. I have said that several times.
Knights who say knee, do you yell foul when you have sex?
No. I think Jen's
No,
confused.
Larry does.
This isn't the bird question, but all right. Obviously, he says ball 1, ball 2, ball 3.
Yeah. That's good. Kinsey.
Ball!
Ball. He yells ball. Okay. Richard.
I would imagine that this comes at the end and he would say, "You're out."
You're
He
Sorry,
shows her
SoCal.
his out face.
oh. All right, Colonel Angus.
You're out. Batter up.
I like it. Yeah, but it's no.
That's what I was going to say, but I thought there was a particular term when you got 4 balls and you walk, or you're not out, but you get a walk.
Yeah, you won't.
Take your base.
Matt is the winner. Matt, send me your address. I'll send you some off-track swag.
Hi, Matt.
256-926-2390. We got one more round to go.
Wow, that was cool. Freaking Matt Holloway called in. That was awesome. Kinsey, did you have something to do with that?
No, I didn't have anything to do with that. I think he just felt guilty of not being on the show for a panelist all this time, that he figured he'd call in and give us 5 minutes of his precious time.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Mr. Matt Holloway, formerly on the Mojo 50 network.
Former host of the Hollow Net
Yeah.
with the faulty rim shot sounder.
Yeah, with the so yeah, whatever. He's like one of those smart millennials, whatever.
Hey, now I've been trying to get on the Mojo 5 to just listen to the podcast, and it just brings me to this screen that says Mojo 5. It doesn't want to give me any other information.
Where's the
Am I
O?
doing something wrong?
Where's the O? It's Mojo 50. 50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
50.com, and then there's like a listen live button somewhere on there.
I
Or-
hit that. I hit it, and it just don't do nothing for me.
Huh.
You know, I'm a boomer and everything, but dadgum.
You know, while we're talking about hitting buttons, there's a like button here on YouTube for you folks that are watching right now.
Yes.
You should hit it.
That's right. And all
Shows
you fine
you-
folks that have followed me on Twitter, y'all smash that like, smash that subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow these guys. These are some good fellas right here.
You use your mouse and click it, or your touch screen and just touch it. Don't hit anything, because technology and violence does not normally mix.
I just want to say hey to Michael Ray over in the. Oh, here we go.
Wow, already?
Mommy.
Already, it was a 2-minute break.
Here we go.
Where's our callers?
Forest Mommy, call in. Cam Hollis, if you watching, call in.
Welcome back to the Blank Game on the Off Track Syndicate, where we are now joined by the lovely Melissa Sippy,
Hey.
who I think is joining our game.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Sorry. Nice to meet you too. Sorry, I had a slight family emergency, but we're good.
Hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. We handled it.
You
Yeah,
left
that's
us
great.
in
All
here
right,
alone
so-
with Rusty. How Melissa?
We need 2 contestants. Come on, I see some new faces over there that I don't know nothing. I don't know. Like Paige, you could call Paige. Come on, Toby.
256-926-2390.
Come on, Toby. Large Marge. That is a name I'm not familiar with.
Marge, yeah, these are my people. Marge, call in. 1MA. Where you at, bro?
Right. Oh yeah.
Is Rocky
So-
still here? Why doesn't Rocky call in?
Right. Rocky could call in. Mr.
I don't know if he knows how to
Stucci.
use his phone that well.
Well,
Forest Mommy.
Hey, while we're waiting, can I give a big shout out to Cam Harless of the Mad Ones? He went viral the other day for these T-shirts right here. It's the mullets of the presidents.
oh,
He ended
yeah.
up on CNN. So y'all visit themadones.com/Etsy maybe. I don't know. Follow Cam Harless, who is now Ham Carless because he was banned. But he's also the guy who did that tweet about all women are bi. You just have to figure out if it's sexual or polar.
Jesus.
Jeez.
So it's been
All
on
right.
Amen.
CNN,
Amen.
Fox News.
Hell yeah,
And
Cam
they
Harless.
Check it out.
We have a
Good quality
caller.
shirts.
We have a caller. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Forest Mommy, Denver, Colorado.
Oh, there's my baby right
Forrest
there.
Mommy. Thank
Love.
you for calling
Love me
in
some
here.
Forrest Mommy.
Mile High Forest Mommy.
Hell yeah. Everyone in the Mile High Club here. Everyone.
Ooh.
Oh, this will be fun right here. Y'all get your pens ready.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Thank
I'll have a
you.
drink to that one.
Matter of fact, I believe there is a mile marker in Colorado that keeps disappearing off the interstate. Mile marker 420.
420.
Why did that one
Sure.
specifically?
I'm
I
sure.
don't know. I heard they replaced it with the 419 and a half.
I'll
I
Yeah,
got two of
that
them in
sounds
my
familiar.
garage.
I remember that.
That's awesome, Forrest Mommy. Well, while we're waiting, tell us something about you. What? Tell us about you. I know nothing about you, dear.
What do you want to know? I'm a little bit crazy.
Okay.
Welcome.
I'm on
That's
Twitter.
normal here.
Twitter's how I
Plug
met like everybody. Colonel, that's how I met Twitter, everything. I'm
Plug your
tomorrow I'm
podcast.
filing to run for city council.
Cool.
So that'll be pretty cool.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Chris.
I would rather run from city council.
He ran for office. He didn't make it, but damn it, he did it, and I think that's something.
That's right.
That's all we got. Local's all
Good
we
try,
got.
man.
We just got to take back local, you
That's
know?
right.
That's
Yep.
right.
You know.
Yeah, because we're going to get rid of
Everything's-
the federal government. So
Everything starts local.
That's right.
Yep.
And
And they've had everybody focused on other crap lately, and they came and took over local, so we got to take it back over.
That's right. That's awesome.
plug your podcast, Forrest Mama.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Forest Mommy on YouTube and everything. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that.
No, absolutely. You can plug.
That's
You
what
can,
we're all here for, supporting everybody.
that's right. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't get a big audience here, but hey, plug away. You know.
And we get liberty-minded people here, though. And
Well,
we've
no,
got a
I don't
small
know.
army.
There you go.
We got Richard Leonard here. If any of his listeners followed over to see what's going on, then I mean, maybe
Yeah,
we can borrow one or two from him if he doesn't mind.
Hopefully, it doesn't ruin his reputation. Sorry, Richard.
I do a good enough job at that myself.
I'll ruin all of y'all's reputation.
No.
Yes, he will.
Challenge accepted, Forest Mom.
Race to the bottom.
Heck yeah. Hey, look, this is networking. Doggone it. There's nothing wrong with some networking, you know?
Hell yeah. They didn't want us to they wanted to keep us all from talking to each other and organizing, but we are still. They
That's
can't
right.
they can't keep us from that.
Yep, they tried to keep us in our homes, and we went outside. Fired on Fort Sumter.
So is
beautiful
Marge going to
spring
call
day.
in? We got another caller?
Not yet. I wish.
Marge?
So here's the thing: if you call, you could possibly end up being sent some off-track syndicate swag.
Oh, some
Yeah,
hot.
but we
Come
want
on,
to give
Marge.
them an incentive to
You know-
call, not call.
Marjorie, you need to call in.
But I mean, if
So
you
Marge
if
should
you,
call in.
if
Call
you're
in,
too
Marge.
scared to call,
Marge, I know I posted the link and the phone number.
if you're too scared to call, you could go buy it yourself at shop.offtracksyndicate.com.
One MA says he's trying to call in. Apparently, one MA, get up in there, bro.
Come on, bro.
That's my boy right there. I love him.
I love one
He's my
MA.
brother.
256-926-2390. I know the number.
My mother's watching now. Maybe she should call. Mom,
Oh,
call.
hi, Colonel's mom. Hi, Colonel's mom.
Yeah.
She's not going to lecture you on the answers that you give to the questions now, is
No, my mother has known me for 51 years. She knows exactly how I am.
You mean she's known you
And she
all your
accepts
life?
She don't like it, but she accepts it.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh shit, it's my mom.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's get everything merged together here. And all right, caller, I think it was 571 area code. State your name, where you calling from.
Oh, thank God it's not my mother.
Nah, this one MA, yeah.
There's my boy.
Colonel said I had to call in, so I called in.
That's right, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
No
Appreciate you,
texting
brother.
answers to each other behind the scenes, all right?
Nah.
Yeah, come on now. All right.
No, I can't text him, but that's another story.
All right, so we got two new contestants here. I'll quickly explain the game. So what it is I will read a question out, and I'll read it twice, and the panelists will write down their answers, and then I will come to you, the contestant, whoever's question it is, and I will ask you for your answer, and we will see if you match anybody in the panel, and then that will get you a point, and then you might win some some swag off track.
So I shouldn't be watching the YouTube. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can.
No, you're fine doing that. Actually, they're behind. So
yeah, YouTube's
Okay.
about 25 seconds behind us actually. But anyway, so Miss.
Hey, Forrest, mommy, you going down,
Yeah.
Oh no, MA.
shots fired.
Down with me, one MA.
Oh, here we go. All right, Forrest Mama, here is your question. You called in first, so you get the first question, and hold on to your answer till I come back to you specifically for it. The Hollywood producer said, well, I don't.
What did he say?
You know the show Get Smart? Well, I'm producing a show called Get Blank. Hollywood producer said, you know the show Get Smart? I'm producing a show called Get Blank.
I know what she gonna say.
Now, don't help.
Those two are probably inboxing each other right now.
Everybody, all right, all the panelists got
No,
their
Colonel, I'm
answer.
drinking. What are you talking about?
I am
Me
too.
too. I'm sniffing markers.
There you go.
Oh, that's good
All right. Forrest Mama, the Hollywood producer said, you know the show Get Smart, which I kind of doubt you know of that show because you sound a little younger than myself. That was an old show when I was a kid, but anyway.
Now
You
they
know
had the
show
movie
Get
came
Smart?
out like 10 years ago.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, there was a movie that came out, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm producing a show called Get Blank. Forrest Mama, what's your answer?
Get gay.
Get gay.
I don't know. That sounds a little.
Sounds like Hollywood.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? Anybody could have that. Have that. 1988. What was your answer?
Well, I didn't go gay. I said get off track. You do, but
Which was the
Offtrack.com,
awesome.
where you can get your swag.
But unfortunately, no point.
Sorry.
Miss Mississippi.
Yeah, mine was a little bit too obvious, low-hanging fruit.
Get stupid.
stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Can you
Get
read that?
Stupid.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking get effed, but whatever.
So did I. That was my first thought too.
And for our
You
contestants
mean
and our
get?
panelists, you can't say the F word.
Yeah,
Or the
it
GD
helps
word.
us if you don't. Kenzie, what'd you have?
Well, the Colonel's drinking, you're drinking, and Force Mom is drinking, so I figured the game ought to be called Get Plastered.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ain't it though?
Richard L.
I said, well, because it's Hollywood, just to like get gay. I said get vaxxed because they're ridiculous.
I like that, but unfortunately, no. Colonel.
I said, get Biden. Dumb, da dum dum.
Let's go, Brandon.
No, the audience did not like that answer.
Of course they didn't. He got 81 million votes. Why would anybody like that?
Oh, okay. All
From
right.
his
I
basement,
need a
never
drink after
nonetheless.
All right.
Watch
So
the taste
one,
out of my mouth.
I'm confused. One MA, one WA.
Yeah, that's it. You got it right.
One MA? That's my brother right there.
Hell yeah.
We about to match. Come on, one MA. We got this, bro.
Hey, real quick though. Hey, when you say her name, you gotta say Forrest Mommy. Not Mama, Forrest Mommy.
Oh,
Aw,
mommy.
thanks,
Okay.
Mama
I'm-
is my man.
That
I'm
part right.
slow.
That part right. Yeah,
I don't. Yeah. You got to straighten me out because I'm old and don't know all this stuff.
And he's
Run,
gay, so
Forrest,
you got to straighten him
run.
out.
Kick his ass.
She's still going down though.
Oh,
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, you're gonna
Whoa.
you're gonna defend me? You're gonna tell me I'm going down?
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
I love you. I love you.
Uh.
All right, let's go.
All right. Here we go. Arnold the Acrobat said, "In our act, the wife and I play propeller. I balance her on my blank and spin her around." Oh my God. Arnold the Acrobat said, "In our act, the wife and I play propeller. I balance her on my blank and spin her around."
Keep playing. I'm gonna need another second here because it's so.
Those are some very off-putting sounds coming from Colonel Angus
That
tonight.
is. I'm just gonna write down the worst thing I can think of.
Whatever
It's
you
not
write
good.
down, we're going to go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and
not
say.
good. That's all right.
Wow.
Tonight I will be everybody's Charles Nelson Riley and go, "Oh, excuse me."
All right, 1MA. Arnold the Acrobat said, "In our act, the wife and I play propeller. I balance her on my blank and spin her around." What say you?
Oh man. See, I know Colonel, so I know what he would say, but you know, because I think that the smarter answer to keep it clean, I'm gonna say feet.
I think that's a good answer.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if we were.
Wait a minute. The smarter way to play on them is to keep it clean. Didn't anybody tell me that?
Yeah.
You're not playing against me.
Yeah,
though.
like I said, I know. I could give you like 25 different dirty answers, but you know what I'm saying. I pick the smarter answer.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know
Only
this
get to
clean
pick
stuff. I
one.
wouldn't have called in if it was going to be clean.
No, I mean, it's not. It doesn't have to be like
I'm kidding.
clean.
I know
We
YouTube.
just-
I got strikes on YouTube. I know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right,
Now,
guys.
apparently here, y'all, as long as you don't say the F or the GD word, you're good.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
and I
Everything
appreciate
else
y'all
is
calling
good.
in. This is great. I love you too so
Yes,
much.
thank y'all. Thank you. Naitu Sini, what'd you have?
I didn't say feet. I went for nose.
You bounced her on.
I went.
Colonel
with
Angus
nose
should
again.
have thought of that.
Something
Miss-
smells fishy with that answer.
It would.
Oh, Mississippi.
Well, I was trying to picture the wife as in a propeller. So Can
What
you
did you
see
have?
broomstick?
Balanced her on a broomstick? What?
Yeah.
I
That's how I
know that
pictured
is
it.
not.
Depends on which way she was balanced.
No, that was not my first answer, but I was trying to.
Well, I mean, that usually stays out in the driveway so that she can ride it to work, right?
Yes, the broomstick.
Of course, the woman brings the broomstick. That was good, though. The woman brings up the broomstick.
Kenzie.
Always clean.
Cheers.
I said Johnson.
Yeah, I know what you meant there. And
Uh-huh.
This is the Vax COVID shot, Johnson and
Oh,
Johnson.
that was a good answer. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's a good answer.
yeah, no. Richard, what'd you have?
Well, we all know very well that propellers are mounted firmly on a shaft.
Unfortunately, Colonel Angus.
Yeah, I don't fly a plane, so I'm with him. I said Axel.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, the good news is we're all tied. Right? The game is at 0-0 after one round.
Now I have to recycle paper and apparently get some more out of the office.
All right, so Mommy, Miss Forrest,
Mama.
me, which I'm kind of slow. I don't understand the mommy thing, but
I don't either, but it fucking caught on, or it's stinking caught on.
Wow.
And that's it.
Thank you. Oh, you're good. You're good.
I can hear
All right.
Mommy without thinking of that Family Feud Steve Harvey clip.
Yes.
Right.
If y'all don't know Forrest Mommy, you should follow her because she is A1.
I will definitely do that. All right.
Yeah, I pulled her up
You
on
go.
YouTube already, following her.
All right, Columbus. This is yours, Miss Mommy. Columbus said, "I can't wait to get home. It's been 14 months since I had a blank." Columbus said, "I can't wait to get home. It's been 14 months since I had a blank." Yes, that's yes. All right, there. I see some people still writing some answers down. Yes,
Sure,
Chris.
they must be much more intelligent than I am.
Know how to spell. And,
Yeah, I didn't have to Google how to spell this. Mortuaries, I did.
I'll read it for you one more time, Miss Forrest Mommy. Columbus said, "I can't wait to get home. It's been 14 months since I had a blank."
I'm going to say a reach around from a female.
Wait.
Oh, where's my hat?
I kind of.
Not even a euphemism.
I know. I wish I would have known her before she came on the game because I would have not been so clean with my answers. I would have been more natural.
Yeah, sorry, I go there. I go there.
I'd like to know what she's doing back there that it requires a reach around.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Well, you
talking
know,
about.
he was getting it from dudes on the boat. Come on,
Wait.
but
I love you, girl. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. No. Oh,
Wow. I have a good feeling about this one.
I'm pretty sure ain't none of us gonna match that.
I think
I
I know
threw
how.
it completely off, didn't I? I threw it off.
Unfortunately,
not thrown.
Unfortunately, I think I know how Colonel Angus is going to answer.
I guarantee you, I probably got a
All right.
future appointment on this show.
Nights you say knee, what'd you have?
He said it's been 14 months since he got his Plymouth rocks off.
But I think the audience,
Those were the
they liked
pilgrims.
it. That was
That's
for-
not a very Puritan thing to say, Chris.
Man, what did you
I
have?
think it was Catholic.
I don't think I've ever been this clean. I don't know why. I think maybe last time I played this game, I was like too dirty. So now I'm going like the opposite way. Good night's sleep.
A good.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I would kill for one of those
Reasonable
right now.
answer.
Well, you guys were last time I was like that. You guys were like,
I would like nothing better than a good night's sleep. I haven't had one in months.
All right,
Me
Kinsey.
too, Colonel.
I would say that it has been a long time since he had a real Italian meal.
Really?
he was
I have to throw
surrounded by
this out here.
Italians.
I mean, Richard. Sorry, Richard.
Hang on. Audrey in the YouTube chat says, "I'm so glad I have my AirPods in. This content is not safe for my Disney coworkers."
Well, Forrest Mommy, I was along your line of thinking about what he was doing on the boat, so my answer was a new man.
We were
That's pretty close.
off.
I think that's about as close as you're going to get here tonight.
No, Colonel Angus. You like to reach around, don't you?
No, sir, I do not care for that. I had hemorrhoids if you weren't paying attention earlier, so I do not like this at
What? No, I enjoy never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly, sir. Exactly. That's why you're on the front lines, and I'm not. I said, a good piece of dumb.
All right.
Good pizza.
I mean, that's no. Why didn't anybody say a BJ?
Because he was
Well, that's
getting him
true.
the whole time.
Excuse me, sir. We are classy here. We will not just throw out junk for likes and such.
What? Wait, what?
We are classy. Classy.
We are definitely in a class of our own. It's just not high.
That's true. A blowjob would have been like the most simple answer, right?
Yeah, but that's no.
agree
But
with
Rusty, he wasn't missing them for 14 months. He was still getting them.
Yeah.
True.
No.
So in other words,
I was in the Navy. I know.
In other words, in other words, we should have said a fish dinner.
Clam bake.
Did I mention my mother is watching?
All right, so that brings us to 1MA.
One.
We're still tied.
Come on, brother.
Right.
Let's do this. Let's get you a T-shirt. I know.
Yes,
You need
but I don't know about a T-shirt. I mean, come
it.
on.
A sticker or something.
Yeah.
Get him a koozie.
He'll get something. He might
Get
get.
some stickers
He
and
might
some
get a
stickers.
rash. If
By
he.
the way, I did receive my shirt today for winning this game last week, and it was fine and fits well.
It was out of this world,
Awesome.
wasn't it?
From the Trekkie.
Federation.
Oh,
Correct?
I used to
Better
know a
Federation.
guy. He
Y'all
was a
give.
sports.
I gave him $250 after that show. So I paid $250 for that shirt, but it went to a
Dude.
damn good cause. And
Thank
it is
you,
a
sir.
C501.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Wow. Thank you, sir, for helping them out. Heck yeah.
Absolutely. I love the children's.
Yes. All right, here we go. 1MA. Here is your question. Dumb Donald's mother is so dumb.
How dumb is she?
Gee.
Instead of putting grape jelly on peanut butter sandwiches, she used blank jelly.
All right. 1MA, you got this.
Donald's mother is so dumb. Instead of putting grape jelly on peanut butter sandwiches, she used blank jelly. All right, 1MA. Dumb Donald's mother is so dumb.
How
How dumb is she?
Instead of putting grape jelly on the peanut butter jelly sandwiches, she used blank jelly.
Petroleum jelly.
Oh, God.
I like it. What? I think that's an awesome answer. What are you talking about? Shoot.
You
No,
must really
it's
like
not the
peanut
argument.
jelly, Rusty.
That's all right. He might match. And all he needs is one.
That's all he needs is one.
All he needs is one, and that's what I won with last week. So I'm gonna sit back.
Night you say knee.
Well, I didn't go with petroleum jelly. I may have thought it, but I went with KY.
Meh, Mississippi.
I went with KY, Kentucky also.
Oh, that's
Hey, Rusty.
yeah.
What's KY jelly?
It's petroleum jelly, but it's not
petroleum jelly.
KY
It's
jelly.
No, it's not.
It is not petroleum
Vaseline
jelly.
is petroleum jelly.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it tastes just a little bit different.
a lot of bit different, and the texture.
Well,
When you rub it between your fingers, it's totally different.
So
Okay.
are you telling me that in order to win, all it needs is one panelist that matches his answer of petroleum jelly?
Yes.
Yes, but you'd have to spell it right.
Yeah.
No, that's it. All
This
right.
is not Jeopardy.
Wait a minute. I said Kentucky jelly.
Yeah, I did
Nice.
too. Kentucky.
Richard L. what'd you
Richard?
have?
Well, I also, Kinsey, can't spell, but I said petroleum as well.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So
Good
there
job,
it is.
1MA.
1MA is the winner.
And that is 2 games that we've played without a tiebreaker. Thank you very much.
Wow.
And I promise,
Yes,
even though
yes.
she didn't win, I promise to watch all of Forest Mommy's yoga videos.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Good
Yeah.
I tell you what, Forrest Mommy is one of the most amazing people I've ever met on Twitter.
Yeah.
Love her.
Well,
She's good people.
yep.
We text,
Checking her out.
Me and
And
1MA text. Follow him too. That's good people right there.
Hey, yes, they are, and thank y'all for joining us. And you know what? If y'all will both somehow get me an address to send you something, I will send you both something because, what the hell?
Yeah, don't forget.
Thank y'all for having me on.
T-shirts. At the Etsy store, the Mad Ones.
All right, that is all for us this week. We will see you again next Sunday. Everybody have a great week.
Thank y'all for joining.
I can stay at home next Sunday, right?
Good tune. Good tune to go out on.
What?
we are we have disconnected from Mojo, but we're still on the live stream. Anything you want to say before I
here?
disconnect?
What?
Thank
You're
you,
still there?
YouTube people, for hanging out with us. Mommy, 1MA, if y'all want to hang around on the phone for a little bit, we're gonna hang out in the room here. Y'all can
We need
hang
we
out if
need
you want to. If
somebody
you gotta go, I understand.
We need somebody to teach them how to get onto Zoom so we can all just hang out together.
Yeah, I can.
Y'all
Angus.
send me the links. I'll make sure they got them. That's 1MA's my boy. I mean, we text, we're tight. Forest Mommy, I text, we're tight.